current view from camp right now as the sun rises over the clouds. Good morning. I'm about, 0.7 from my camp, and we got the birds talking to each other. So yeah, made it out of camp, and then I have about 4 miles to go to the road. I'm taking it as an alternate to the PCT, to Highway 2 instead of the Acorn Trail to Wrightwood. And right now I'm feeling okay. We'll see how the rest of the trail goes up to that road. I know there's like snow and snow melt a little bit on the road, but that's fine. I don't think there's any from this trip from where I am to the road, so that's good. At least I think there's snow. It just depends on some of the most recent comments is from like a week ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see how I feel later, but right now I don't want to quit, but I think as the day wears on, it might pop up again. But I realized I'm at miles, if I get to Highway 2, I'll be at mile 369 for like basically the PCT. And so that's been like really mind boosting that I'm almost to 400, and then I'd only have 300 miles of desert left. And like I said, I like the desert floor. It's when I get up into the 8,000 mountains and stuff, and maybe even 6,000 when it's just like walking on the side of the mountain and there's no vegetation on the other side, that just freaks my brain out. So I guess they don't like being near no fall zones is basically what it comes down to. But yeah, I'm just gonna hike, and we have this view to my left, and I'm gonna get up that mountain. Oh my gosh, that bird I just filmed, I've been trying to get that bird on camera for the longest time. I didn't realize it was sitting up there, and when I zoomed in on 10, I could see that was the blue one, the bright teal blue one, and then its mate is like kind of gray, and they usually fly around together. And I've spent weeks trying to get that kind of bird on camera. You have no idea. They just like, I just see a flash of blue and they just like go, and I can never get my camera out fast enough. So I'm really glad I got that while I was standing here, because I could see a bird singing, but I could see like his stomach, and his stomach is kind of gray. But when I zoomed in, his head's teal, and I'm just like, yes, finally. But yeah, this is the kind of terrain I'm hiking in. I'm really glad it's very shrubby. I just came through like a loose scree type of section, and I think the trail goes up there. I could be wrong. There's a switchback here. But yeah, I'm just, taking my time. I'm not with my group. I will be in town. I just don't know when. I am still double zeroing, maybe even triple zeroing, to try to get my mind right and just like finally get like really, really, really relaxed and just like let my body relax, let everything relax. So yeah. And there's hikers. Hold on. See them? That switchback took me temporarily on the other side of the ridge because we were like kind of like on a saddle, and now we got the snowy mountains. Alright, there's a bit of wind going through the trees, but I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me well enough. So I'm 1.7 from the place where the rest of my group camped last night, and the start of the forest road that I'm going to take as an alternate to the PCT for this section to Highway 2. And right now, I finally got up to the pine forest that the Sobos were talking about, Skittles and Negative. I mean, there was a little bit of foresty patches before this, but it was mostly scrubland. And so I'm really excited about that. I love a forest. I mean, I come from a forested area. You know, pine needles, it smells nice. With more trees, even if it's steep, like something's gonna catch me if I fall. So it makes my brain, that part of my anxiety in my brain, like chill out and like, yeah. And then what else? I don't know. I'm just like happy to be in the forest now. Like we're really happy. So yeah, and then another thing that's really great is that I'm getting towards the tail end of the uphill. You know, it might be like, well, it's going to be uphill 1.7. It's definitely a little bit uphill up that, but I'm not sure how the road goes. But even if I'm on the road and I go uphill a little bit, it's not going to be like 15 miles of uphill from the water cache. You know what I mean? Like, it's only going to be like a few miles. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm having a better hiking day today. You know, yesterday, what made it really rough is coming into Cajon Pass, like I really wanted to quit. I was just like, and I just thought it was because, you know, I hadn't eaten since 6:30, and towards the end it was like super windy, and I was like really hungry. You know, I was like very, very, very hangry. Not good for a thru hiker. And so, you know, I got some food in me, and I got to, you know, and I had a little bit of fun after that with, you know, like my crew went through the tunnels and stuff. But I still was like very emotional, very easy to cry and stuff. And because there's one spot where I started cheering up because it's so dumb. But we were waiting for each other at the tunnels because it was scary. You know, it was fun to go through it together. And the second tunnel, it was just like a huge drainage pipe. And it's very short, and you could see the other side. And I don't know if I've mentioned this in another video. Maybe I have. But I thought they didn't wait for me because they weren't at the beginning of the tunnel. And no, they were on the other side waiting for me. And it just, you know, it made me feel so awesome. And then I realized very quickly in that tunnel it echoes really well, so like we were having fun with that, and like I was taking pictures of them on the other end. They were taking video of me coming through, and you know, we got to camp and it was fun, and we met a new hiker, we met other new hikers, there was the train. Like I was on such a high of like, I don't know, I think I'm neurodivergent a little bit because I was totally like stimming like crazy because the train got me super excited. And like I had a hard time coming down from that, really. Actually, it took a long time, and I found a new flower, and yeah, and you'll see it in the videos. I'm like level 10 plus excited. And then sorry, the rare case that there's actually a hiker behind me. So yeah, anyways. But when I started the next day, so I had, you know, that little like 1.7 we did into camp. I was doing fine, still super emotional though. But once we started hiking out towards this mountain, nope, I was like done within, the water cache was like 3 miles in, and I wanted to turn around and go to Wrightwood. And I was, sorry, I have to switch hands. I was done. I didn't want to go further. I really didn't. And I talked to Fiddlehead and Oatmeal. You know, they'd already done the AT as well, and we had a nice chat, made me feel a little bit better. I got about 2 miles up the mountain. Again, didn't want to go any further. Talked to Mosey, and then that got me through. And also by then, Flamethrower had, I didn't even see her at all yesterday. She's already up the mountain, and like, there's no way, if you're like, I don't know, at least for me, I'm not going to send a hiker up a mountain and then have the rest of us turn around. Like, not when we've been hiking as a group. So I was like, we got it. I was like, I got to at least go up the mountain and be with her, because that would suck. So, so that's what like motivated me to get up most of the mountain. But I had made it very clear to Fiddlehead and Oatmeal, especially Fiddlehead, because I saw her multiple times. Yesterday towards the end, I was like, I'm not camping with you guys tonight. I can't. Like, my brain's checked out, my body's checked out, everything's checked out. So I'm going to go to this spot, and I'll be 5 miles away, and I'll see you in town sometime tomorrow. So, and that's what I did. And fortunately, there was a couple other hikers. Some, Kate and Grace came up the mountain, which surprised the heck out of me, because I was like, who the heck would climb up the mountain from the water cache? But there were there was a good group of 10 people, I think, that came up from the water cache. So, yeah, that like surprised me, but it's nice to have, you know, a little company camp. But yeah, and then they left this morning before me, and then I got out at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, like I normally do. And I've just been hiking alone for most of the time. And, because there was like a little bit where I caught up to some hikers at the next campsite. And of course they're ahead of me now. But yeah, today, as of right now, the trail has been a lot better terrain than I anticipated. So my brain has been very chill. It hasn't freaked out at all. There hasn't been any super eroded parts. Like, it got to like a level 3 in one spot, but like so far, I mean, I still have another 2 miles, but so far it's been like really, really chill. But, you know, I'm not in town yet. I'm not 100% mentally yet. So, I'm going to, you know, get up to camp, get on that road. Hopefully the road will be chill and it won't spike anything crazy. And then I can get myself into town. So, and reevaluate and stuff. And as I'm hiking, you know, I'm thinking about how I want the rest of my hike to go. So I'm already like trying to figure that out. But yeah, anyways, I know this is a long check-in, but I just want to let you guys know, like, I am doing much better today in this moment. Way better than yesterday. So, anyways, I'm gonna get hiking. Bye! Looks like the clouds are clearing out from the forest floor. Desert floor. And then on my end, my side, I've got this. And I'm heading out towards the snow. I think it wraps around on the right side of the mountain, not like it doesn't loop around back to the left or anything. But yeah. Oh, there's another one of those bluebirds. Hold on, I'm going to try to get it on camera. I got it on camera for like 2 seconds and then it flew away. Yeah, you like barely see it though, because I'm kind of far away from it. Not a biggie or anything, but yeah, big blow down to go through. So, yeah. I'm not sure I can ever get the scale of how big these trees are sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, they're just big. So it looks like everybody goes over there and they climb over it. So that's probably what I'll do too. And now I'm on the other side. Must be a fairly recent fall though, because it's got green leaves on it, or green needles and stuff on it. Alright, and then we head up that way and more up. I'm also about 0.6 from the camp, so doing good. Still having a good day so far, or a good time so far. So again, forests always put me in such a better mood. I just love forest apparently. So yeah. Anyways, when I get up, I'm just a little out of breath. We're starting to get up to 8,000 feet too, so that the altitude will start affecting me a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited to get to that road and hopefully I can zoom a little bit. So, all right, I'll check in later. Look, I found something interesting. I think they might be mushrooms. Hold on, let me squat down without injuring myself because I got my pack on. Just give me a second. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I'll zoom in on them in a moment. Yeah, I think they're either a flower or a type of mushroom. I'll have to keep an eye out to see if I can see more, see what it turns into. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm 0.3 away from camp and then I'm going to take a snap break. Alright, it's 10:30. I've started the road walk alternate. I don't know what the snow conditions are like on the PCT right now as of May 25th, going to Wrightwood from the last campsite. I don't know, I'm on the East Blue Ridge truck trail or something. Oh, there's a bit of snow right there. Anyways, I just didn't want to even deal with it, as you could see from my previous video clips. So I'm taking the road for my peace of mind. And yeah, I see a bit of snow near the road too. But yeah, it's nice and wide. And I can just cruise along. I'll probably hit snow on here at some point too. Possibly. But I am going to update as I go along on this road here about the conditions with snowmelt and stuff. I already made a comment about a puddle near the campsite. So yeah, see there's a little bit of snow. But I'd rather deal with this on a nice wide thing than patches of this on a little trail. I know it seems crazy, but it is true. So the PCT is somewhere to the up and right of me, and the people that go through it today, awesome. I hope they update far out, because a lot of the comments are like a week outdated almost. So yeah, but this is my plan. This right here, the alternate. Evidence I'm not the first person to come through here today to take the alternate. These are fresh boot tracks. So that's cool. That makes me feel a little teeny bit less, not necessarily bad, but that I'm not taking the PCT. But yeah, that's how big the snow patch was. I could have walked around it, but it was just easier to go over it in that spot. And yeah, so far it's pretty snow free. Lots of pine cones. Really enjoying it. Just I'm able to completely zone out right now, so I'm just like thinking about, you know, what's ahead, you know, and as far as like Sierras and whatnot, or how I want to do my through hike. Well, let's say, we'll talk about that. It's because technically it won't be a through hike this year. Potentially. We'll talk more about that. And then, yeah, just I don't know, I get to completely zone out, because like if I see a rattlesnake, I can see it for miles. It's not going to be hidden in a bush. It's going to be out in the middle of the road, you know? And not that, you know, rattlesnakes don't really give me anxiety. They honestly don't. It's just I can't completely zone out when I'm in their environment, because I have to hike with my trekking poles a little different. So I don't mind them. It's just a little bit hiking. But here, I think about my future, what I want to do after the trail. Think about my past. I can think about what I'm going to do in town. And think about anything. I just plod along for the next 7 miles. And just having no worry in the world. It's wonderful. Okay, I'm near PCT mile 362.6, and we're starting to hit a bunch of snow. Well, not a bunch, but like more snow patches on the road here. So yeah, you could probably like collect if you needed to from the sides of these ones, because they don't seem like they're too full of debris. You know, just like scoop off the top layer of snow if you needed water. But yeah, some of them are nearly covering the whole road, but I can get around them just fine. And yeah, that's what the conditions look like as of May 25th on the alternate. I'm kind of channeling my inner mile marker, the guy that I met a while back, because he likes to call, the reason why he's got his name is he makes videos like this and he calls out the mile markers as he passes them. And he puts the date in the videos so you know exactly what the conditions were at that mile marker for that day. And it's kind of neat. I mean, I've only watched a few of his videos because of trail life. Sorry, walking in snow. Hold on just 1 second. All right. But I watched the ones where he's closer to the Sierras right now, and then he flipped up to mile 13 something. Oh yeah, also there's now a tiny snowmelt stream near this area. And anyways, so he calls out the mile markers and stuff, and he doesn't really film too long at each mile marker, but it's really cool to see, like, oh, it's absolutely snow free at 1374 or something. So yeah, I highly recommend watching his videos just in general. He's a pretty cool dude. And yeah, I don't know, I'll probably be shouting him out like forever on this trail, because I think he's pretty cool. And we have a water cache, random bottle of water just sitting here. Interesting. It is too big for a hiker to carry out, so I wonder if somebody made it all the way up here to put that here. Interesting. And then now we're back to almost snow free with the stream still going. So if you could find a way to collect from the stream, you totally could. And also, as I hike along this road, to my left I have this view right now. So that's pretty kick butt. There's a snow melt puddle over there, and I saw this little guy struggling, drowning basically, and I just saved it. And now it's chilling and it's not freaking out. So yeah, I'm gonna transport him somewhere else because I can't wait all day for her or him to dry completely out. But yeah, I couldn't just like not save it. But yeah, there you go, little buddy. I hope you're okay. And transport completed. It's flapping its wings like that to dry them out as it climbs up in the sun. Now I'm near 363.0. We just passed some snow where I saved that moth, but there's a teeny bit of rock fall. Nothing too crazy. I don't think there's anything going to be too crazy about this alternate. But yeah, I don't know how much more I'll film about these updates. but having a good time. I really am. And I'm gonna start, maybe not so much cruising, but focus a little bit more and get to town because I'm getting hungry. And as much as I still have food and I have snacks and stuff, I just don't really want to stop and eat. So yeah, and if I stay focused enough, I should get to Inspiration Point around 2 and hopefully get into town no later than 3. Bye! It might be hard to see, but the trail is right next to where I'm at right now. Like, let me walk towards it. It's right there. There's the trail. And it's got bits of snow on it. But yeah, I'm still taking the road though. But there's mushrooms on this tree. I know it seems silly, but like I haven't seen very many mushrooms in general, so I'm gonna zoom in on them. Neat. Very neat. Alright, I'm about 364.1. I'm gonna backtrack and actually take the PCT route because it goes on the left side of the mountain. But this is the road right here at 364.1. And then it should connect back to the road in like 0.3 or something. Alright, I'm on the PCT route now. So hopefully that's a little bit better than the road, and then I can get back on the road and hopefully it's more chill. But yeah, we're on the sunny side of the mountain, and that side's not the sunny side of the mountain right now. So, yeah. Anyways, it looks like it might be a little tricky in a minute here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to figure this out. Definitely made the wiser choice to get up on the PCT. This is the road area, unless it's a little bit further down. Very encased in snow at this point. So yeah, I think with this alternate I'll be switching back and forth depending on what's going on. But yeah, everybody says to take the road for the most part, so hopefully the rest of it's not too bad, because I think, or hopefully it gets a little bit lower, because when it crosses again it's on the right side of the mountain, because now the PCT is on the left side. So I have to like determine what I want to do next for those like, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles. Alright, back at the road. The PCT goes right, road goes left. I'm gonna stay left. So I'm gonna stay wherever the sun is. There's a forestry truck backing up. I can hear it beeping. I can see it. I'm not going to put it on a camera. But I think it's out here surveying the road to see how it is. They got a lot of damage on the other side. There's a lot of rock fall. There's a lot of blowdowns. So they can at least get up to this point, which is, I don't know. I'll have to look. So they can drive near 365.1. It could be that they were just opening this gate too, somehow. I don't know. But they're backing up. They're already like far away from me, but yeah, because I was like, what's that beeping noise? And I look over, it's a truck, and I can see the emblem on the side. That's the Forestry Service. I'm gonna have to be careful from here on out on the alternate. There's cars. They're building something up here. I saw a forestry truck, and I just saw a Spectrum truck. I don't know what this is. It looks more like a civilian truck, but Jeep or van or something. But yeah, so far, I mean, this road does connect to another road, but yeah, there's a bunch of humans up here. They're building something. So if I continue on this and don't take the PCT to the left up here, that I'm gonna have to be careful about cars. I mean, they're not very often, but I wasn't anticipating that. So I'm not gonna get like people on camera or anything, but they're building a retention pond of some kind. So that's interesting, like a little reservoir. I gotta make a decision soon if I want to continue following the PCT after I get past this pond, or if I want to continue following the road. I only have about like 2-something miles left, but still, really don't want any surprises. So I'll have to figure it out in a second. I'm gonna click on all the Gut Hook comments and see if there's any recent ones. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. This one goes right. Normally I've been taking whatever it takes left, but it's going up where it's not forested and it's pretty bare, so I'm gonna assume all the snow is melted because of the sun. It's not like that far of a stretch. It's like a 0.4, 0.5 till it meets up with the road again. And then the PCT goes left after that, and the road goes right. And then I'll have to make another decision if I want to stay on the PCT or not. We're also by a ski lift lodge thing, so I wasn't sure if that was like somebody's office, but no, they've got the lifts running up and down the mountain. So that's interesting. Maybe I should take one down, huh? No, just kidding. Onwards to Highway 2. But yeah, we'll see how this little stretch is. And then, if I don't like what I see, I think I'm going to try to follow PCT officially after this, all the way to Highway 2. So like I said, about 2-something miles. But if I find something I don't like, I went straight back to the road because there's cars going up and down it now. So I know the road is 100% completely clear and it goes all the way to Inspiration Point. So, yep, that's the plan. I know it may seem silly that I'm filming ski lifts and stuff, but I think they're neat because I've never really been skiing before. Like cross-country skiing, but never skiing with like ski lifts. And I think it's kind of neat. Also, like, how do people not fall off? There's no like crossbar. Interesting. So yeah, like I don't go to ski resorts. It's not my thing. I mean, I've never really tried it, but I'm like, anything that could potentially break my leg during the winter, I pretty much don't want to do it, because I'm kind of a runner, as far as like a hobby and stuff. Oops, sorry, I'm switching my hand. Yeah, I think ski lifts are neat. I wouldn't mind riding on one someday, just to have that experience. But as far as skiing itself, like downhill skiing, I'm not sure if I ever want that experience. And yeah, so that's why I've been taking pictures and filming a bit about it. Because, oh yeah, what I meant to say too is my family doesn't ski either. It's like my core family, they don't, so it's not really a thing. And I thought they might think it's neat too. I'm like 2.2 out from the road, and hold on. And originally I was going to just like power through and like get it done, because that's like about an hour hiking if there's no like major obstacles. But then I saw this picnic area right off trail, And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down for like 10-15 minutes and I'm gonna have a snack break. Because I've been going pretty much non-stop for the past 5. So it is time for a snack break. It is time to get a little food in my belly. It is 1 p.m. I haven't eaten since 10 something. So yeah. And I know that might not seem like a big deal to most people, but as a hiker, like, snack break is long overdue, especially when you're this far into the trail. So there's also maybe a pit toilet that might be open, so I might hit that up too. But yeah, I'm gonna take a 15-minute break, 10-15 minute break, and then head on out, and hopefully I can get to the road around between 2 to 3 p.m. and hopefully I can call, well, Hawk said he's can't give rides until the 30th, but he has his friend's number on there, Brian, and hopefully I can call Brian and get a ride into town. Otherwise, I might have to hitch by myself, which I'm not crazy about, but it is what it is. Like, I'd be hella surprised if there's another hiker behind me anywhere at all on this trail right now, because everybody I know is ahead of me that I've camped with or camped around. I took the alternate, and I didn't see anybody else taking the alternate. Most people took, I think, the PCT, and I would be hella surprised if I got down to the road at the same time as other hikers, because they're all faster than me, which I'm totally fine with, but like, they're probably already been there, done that, and they're probably already on their way into town. So again, nothing wrong with that. It's just I might have to hitch along because there's literally not a big enough bubble behind me to hitch with someone, is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, gonna eat, and yeah, still having a good day. So I'm really glad I'm having a good day and not once have thought about quitting the trail. So, but I definitely I know I keep on saying it, I'm more convinced of myself, definitely need to take at least a 00 in Wrightwood just to make sure everything's okay. So, alright, bye. Done with snack break, walking back to my backpack. Met Melanie and Steven and their little dog. They had just come up here to like give their dog a walk and stuff and kind of check out the campground for future camping. And they're local. They're about an hour away from here is what they said, by Lancaster and Palmdale or something. Sorry if I got the towns wrong. Anyways, it was nice chatting with them. It was so awesome. And yeah, so now I'm all packed up, used the pit toilets, and I'm ready to head down to that road and get into town. Bye. Pardon my breathing, I was going uphill. But yeah, after they get done building that other one, it should look something like this when it's finished. So yeah, they're making a reservoir or a little pond. So that's kind of neat. Probably for the ski resorts to use, because there's another lift chair thing right there. Alright, let's get hiking. I don't know, I'm 1 point something out. But yeah, just hiking on this trail, having a good time so far. Yeah, today's been a really good day. I'm really glad, because that shows me that I still do like hiking out here. I mean, granted, it's been mostly in a forest, and I love forests, but it gives me hope that I'm not actually going to quit. That like there's still something here for me that I'm seeing on this trail that I really enjoy. So, and like normally when I'm enjoying the trail on less fun days, it's because of plants and bugs and all the little things. But today I haven't really seen very many little things that make me want to film or take pictures or stop and look at them in general. And it's not because I was like laser focused or anything, there just really wasn't many. So today I'm just like purely just happy. Just purely happy because I'm happy. I'm having a good hiking day. It's kind of like when I was having a couple of bad days in New Hampshire on the AT, and then I went out for Eroded Ridge, and I was like having the best time of my life. it's kind of like one of those days. So like I'm really happy that so far it's been like that, and I'm almost done with the trail for today. So it could be though too that like I'm about to go into town, so that might have a and like I know I'm about to be able to take a very long rest break if I want to, and that might be another reason why I'm insanely happy. So I won't know for sure until basically when I head out the next day. I mean, start hiking out again from Wrightwood, how I truly feel, I think. And I'll know for sure by Acton if I make it that far. So yeah, anyways, hope that wasn't too bouncy for you. I'm going downhill and it's kind of rocky, and there's pine cones, and also these pine cones, slightly hazardous. I try to step around them sometimes, and then my foot gets caught on them because they're a little bit higher than I anticipate, and then I kind of trip over them. So they're a little hazardous, but they're pretty to have on trail. But yeah, let's get hiking. I swear I'll make it to town eventually, but I see something interesting. Almost all the pine trees on this ridge are growing to the right. They're not really growing out from the left. I don't know. I think that's kind of neat. I wonder if it's too windy or there's more sun on the right side. I'm not sure. Or maybe that's how they balance themselves in the wind. But yeah, if you look, especially like right here, over here, most of them are growing towards the right. Two also growing towards the left. That one is also slightly doing it. But once they get a little bit farther down off of the ridge, they're more like actual pine trees with growing on both sides. And a few feet later, I'm at one of the ski lifts again. That's the ski patrol shack. So I came over here because I'm curious about the sign. Because again, I've never been skiing before. But yeah, I guess this is like the whole ski area, which is interesting. Yeah, all of this. Not sure what that is, but that definitely looks a lot more like smoke than that one time going into Cajon Pass. Maybe they're mining or something, I don't know. But that's definitely not a cloud chute. So that's interesting to see coming over the mountain. Just a bunch of smoke. So it's definitely not a cloud chute at all. It acts different. Also, the main road is right by there too, so I'm sure it's whatever it is, it's legit. So either controlled burn or mining or something. But yeah, not gonna report it. There's plenty of cars driving by and stuff. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, like again, I'm brand new to this too, but if I were to see that more in the middle of nowhere, I would Garmin it in. Be like, I think I see smoke. But yeah, I think that's whatever that is legit. And if it's not, other people will know about it. Of course, right before, basically, there's a snow patch. Of course, it's not that horrible or whatever, but I just started laughing because I was like, I'm like less than 0.7 away. And of course, there has to be a snow patch I have to get over, which might need microspikes on the downside. No, at least it won't kill me if I fall. All right, let me get through this. Successfully got over without microspikes. It's just hilarious because sometimes I'm just like, I don't think an obstacle will pop up, and then something minor like that does, and I'm just like, why is it always in the last like 0.5? Like, I'm about to go to camp or I'm about to go to town. I mean, of course, not every hiking day, but like sometimes you're just like, what the F? Seriously?